I'm Nicolas Boucher, have trained more than 10,000 people on AI for finance, more than 3 million people follow me, and what I'm going to share with you are the best practical tips on how to build dashboard, but also how to audit them and how to use them for finance use cases. In this video, you are going to learn how to create a sales dashboard, how to present visually your headcounts, how to have your cost center analysis, how to monitor your inventory to have your sales pipeline in a beautiful dashboard. Those are 5 dashboards for you. Let's dive now. In this example, we have the sales pipeline funnel. We have first the marketing qualified leads, the sales approved leads, and then the sales approved opportunities. We have it per month and we have the pipeline in value. Let's see how to create a dashboard for our sales and marketing team because we want to have a better visualization than this table. I am inside ChatGPT and here is my prompt. I'm asking for an HTML dashboard, a modern design, pipeline, and also a forecast possibility. Let's upload the file. Now the file is uploaded and let's create this HTML dashboard. So finally, after a few minutes, it created a dashboard. Now let's click to see the results. Here's our dashboard open in front of us. We have here the total of the pipeline, the marketing qualified leads. But what is really cool here, we have the pipeline. I can change the month and see the difference in the pipeline results. What I can also see is the trend, the comparison. If I want, I can make a forecast. So this is the previous month, this is the baseline, and this is the forecast. And on top, I've created a graph lab that shows the evolution, and we can use different type of graph, and I can add even the 3 months average. Imagine in 5 minutes, I could generate this dashboard for my sales and marketing team. Let me tell you a story of what happened to me when I was managing a finance team. Every month, we had to report the cost center overview to each department. It was a lot of work to do in Excel, probably 3 to 4 days. And then a BI team arrived, and we were so happy because we thought the BI team will come and will do our work in a dashboard, which will help us save time, but also help all of the other departments because they will have the information live at the end of the month. The problem is that 6 months after, we still didn't see any dashboard. Now that I have AI, this is exactly what I will do. If this is also your problem, let me show you what you can do with AI while you wait for your BI team. So this is how your data looks like. This is an extract from your general ledger with the different departments, the account number, the account description, the category, and the amount for January 25 and January 24. And you have this for all of the costs for each department. We are going to upload this in ChatGPT and ask to create a dashboard. And we are going to create an HTML dashboard with a modern glowy design. This is the prompt that I'm using. Because I am using a corporate license, for me, I can upload data inside ChatGPT. This is the dashboard that was created in a few minutes while waiting still for my BI team to produce something. I can filter by categories. For example, on filtering on professional services. I can also filter by department. For example, focusing on finance. And we can see here the category mix is changing. I also have here a variance waterfall showing me what are the main reasons for the cost increase. And here I even have a table where I can filter and check what are the trouble. Imagine here this dashboard done in a few minutes. You just ask here to change and to have IT, and you can go in a meeting with IT, talk to them about their cost, saying, for example, that their jump from last year to this year was mainly from technology and software cost. And if you want to know what are the details, you just type techno. Here you have the difference, and here you know that software and subscription were causing most of the details. But the comment that I get from a lot of people is that either they cannot upload data in ChatGPT or they want to have this dashboard usable every month. This is why I've asked ChatGPT to add an option to upload a CSV to refresh the dashboard based on a new CSV. And see how here this month we were around 2 million costs. If I use this new dashboard, here it tells me that I need to upload the CSV with the same format. So always have the department first, category, GL account number, etc. Amount of this year and last year. I'm going to upload now the next month and see how my dashboard was updated straight away. Amazing, right? So while you're still waiting for your BI team, you can go and present that to all departments. You can send this file by email. Of course, you need to make sure that you have audited that the dashboard works. I'm going to explain you later how you can audit a dashboard. Think about all of the hours you have lost in Excel, in PowerPoint, when you can do that in a few minutes. If you love this type of use cases, I have something for you. I'm inviting you to my next masterclass next Tuesday. This is free and I am teaching you how you can use AI for finance. So check the link and I see you on Tuesday. Let me tell you one thing that annoyed me in my previous job was to do the headcount analysis. But here I'm going to use AI to do this analysis in a faster way, in a prettier way, but also to have just more impact on the business and help more my colleagues. Let's see how to do that. This is a set of data that we have received. With this data, we are going to create a dashboard on headcounts. We are going to prompt, I want to create a dashboard on the most important headcount KPIs with KPI cards, trend chart by month, and filters for months, function, and department, but also location and worker type. And if you are not sure which dashboard elements you can have, just ask ChatGPT. Make sure to add other relevant dashboards elements. Then we are going to say create this dashboard in HTML using modern blue and glowy elements. Here I'm going to upload the data. Again, make sure that you have a corporate license to upload data. Do not upload confidential data if you are not allowed. If you are not allowed, a simple trick is just to upload fake data and let's see the results. Now, ChatGPT generated for me my dashboard. Let's click on it. This is the dashboard that ChatGPT created in a few minutes. I have here a filter by month. I can also show just G&A. I have the headcount, the difference with last month, and I can also see the trend. I can also, let's look at customer success. We also see the split and the different headcount by department, by location, and the level of distribution. This is amazing what you can do in a few minutes. And that was only the first version. Imagine the head of HR when they are going to see this. So do you see how this can help you? And again, you need to check that the data behind is correct. You need to check that the calculation is correct. But for this, I have a really simple trick. We are going to ask AI to help us audit this dashboard. I'm back in the discussion. And now I said, we are going to use this dashboard every month for our company. So I need a full documentation for this dashboard to know how it was built and how it works. And I'm asking AI to explain in plain English and show each block of code with an explanation. I want to have the calculation and also to verify the calculation inside. Of course, we want that people that don't understand HTML understand this documentation, and that if an auditor comes, we can use this documentation to show to the auditor. And this is really here the trick. You do not have to know how to code to be able to use HTML or to use AI to create dashboard. Of course, you cannot trust something you don't understand. That's why you are asking AI to explain you how this dashboard works, to help you audit it, and to help you keep the documentation for this. And this is what here AI is going to generate for you as an audit documentation. Open the Word document and we can see here the documentation and audit trail of this headcount KPI dashboard. First, it explains what this dashboard does, how it works and how it was built. It shows the script and then where the data comes from, so which file. And it shows for the data you put inside, like how many rows, how many columns, to make sure that you can reconcile with the data. And then it says how each file are used and where they are mapped. So this is the whole documentation. It has even KPI definitions showing how they are calculated, and then it gives you the code and explains you how this code works. So here, for example, it just tells you how this style has been done. And this was only the first draft. If it's not detailed enough, you do a second iteration and you ask more detail. If the style is not something you want, if you want something short, or if you want another structure for this audit, just ask ChatGPT and it will do it for you. And here you see that it even verified and recomputed the dashboard KPIs based on the data that was provided. Another use case, this time for people having to manage inventory. There are so many data available for inventory, and it's quite critical for manufacturing and industrial companies because you can have a lot of problems hidden in this data. For example, you can have a problem in suppliers, you could have too much dependency, or you can have inventory that is staying too long. You can have also problem of material that are missing. So really, a lot of data, a lot of problem, a lot of things to track. The best when you have so much data is to create a dashboard. So here I am creating a dashboard to monitor my inventory and to flag problems. Of course, here again, I ask to create an HTML dashboard in modern yellow and black because this is our brand. And I've also asked for mini simulator. So after a few minutes, this is the dashboard it created. Here is the inventory dashboard with a bit of yellow. Okay, here it didn't keep the yellow, but maybe it's better actually to stay blue. If I change the category, I see the inventory value is changing, the SKUs that are flagged, the stock out risk, the overstock value, the expiry exposure, and I can focus also on some different suppliers. For example, supplier C, the main problem is overstock and long lead time. I can also see the top items for this supplier. In the bottom, I can change some of the parameters to see if some of the problems increase or decrease. And the beauty of it is you have it for each type of stock, and you can even search for a critical material. And here, if you have SKU or item name, you can even type here. So if your company has inventory, you have been dealing with crazy Excel files where you try to track everything. Try this and let me know if this is helpful. Now let's move to the most common dashboard, the sales dashboard. So this is something where you are going to check where your revenue comes from. So which country, but also which product. And here, either you are working for sales and marketing, or you are in finance and you are helping the sales and marketing. This dashboard will help you and will help your management. So I'm asking as a head of sales and marketing to create a dashboard to present the sales by origin and product. Again, we'll use the HTML dashboard with a white background, and important, we want to have geographical visuals. So after a few minutes, this is the dashboard that I got. Look at this. I can see here the revenue, but I can also look at the margin. I can, on the map, identify which country had a bad or a good year-on-year. I can also filter and just look at the cement or the roofing. And if I want, I can add also more country to watch. And if I want, I can focus on the top 3 countries. And if I am interested in one country, I just need to click on it. So let's check, for example, the US. The US has 25 million revenue for 2026 and a year-on-year of plus 10%. What about France? If we click on France, 5.91 million, but a decrease compared to last year. And the mix by product, aggregates, cement, roofing, and ready-mix concrete. You see how easy it was, and you can customize it. You can ask here, for example, to compare months over months. You can also here ask to have the list of all countries. You can add even more details. For example, how many orders you had by country. Maybe you can also ask to focus on just some regions, Europe, the North America, Asia. This is up to you. Just ask AI and it will generate for you the dashboard you want. I'm going to present you many more use cases that are practical, that you can use with your own tool and that you can implement straight away, like these examples. If you want to join, it's free. Check the link in the description, and I count on you to come because we have limited seats, so make sure you get your spot right now.